stores, and then off the stores I said, okay, let me think about doing something cool and innovative. I made the first custom clothing kiosk that ever existed. Basically all the books are here, the tablet is here, and you come over here and you place an order. Now does this look cool to you? Looks like something cool, right? Fun, I want to do it. I thought I was like bingo, right? I made moves, and unfortunately I made a mistake and I failed. I lost like $100,000 just on that specific project itself. But because it pissed me off so much that I failed in something, I came up with my own quote, and I said, failure is an auto jackpot. Why? Because I sat down and I figured out what the problems were and why I made a mistake. Now usually if you fail in something, by nature, A, you feel ashamed of yourself, B, you feel, what's it called? Like shy and sad, and you don't want people to know that you're doing bad or blah blah blah. And you run away from it. You try and leave it behind you and run away. That was the last thing I did. I put myself in it even more. I put myself in the customer's shoes. I went through every single type of scenario to realize why I messed up. And because I messed up and I found out what the exact problems were, I said, okay, not only am I going to solve these problems, I'm going to come out with something better that resolves these issues. So after months and months of thinking, I decided to be even more innovative, and I was persistent with the business. I came out with this, which is called our Smart Tailor project. This was bingo / jackpot business. What I did, there were 3 problems with the kiosk. Number 1, my rent was too high. I was paying too much money to have the kiosk over there. So when your overhead is high and you don't cover, you basically go under. These are simple math rules. Number 1 was too high. Number 2, people would come by the kiosk and say, hey, this is really cool, I'm down to do this, but I don't want to do this here. Can you come to my home or office? You're not allowed to leave the kiosk unattended. You get a fine by the mall. Okay, so I'm not mobile, I can move. Number 3 was number 1 was my price was too high. Number 2, people didn't do it over there. Number 3, I was in 2 malls to begin with. One of the malls put me in a good section, the other mall put me in a bad section. So one day I'm sitting over there in front of the kiosk and I'm like, how the hell do I pick this big thing up and move it? And the answer was, you can't. So I said, how do I resolve that problem? All the answers led to a smart car. Why a smart car? Because it's small, fits everywhere in New York City. It's very affordable. I pay $150 a month for this to rent it, lease it, as opposed to $5,000 I was paying a month just to put the kiosk somewhere. And I wrapped it around. It was a billboard, so everyone driving by could see them, sees what it is, understands exactly what it is. And you basically could book, and if you open the trunk, the books are there, so you can literally take an order out of the trunk of the car. Or if the guy's walking by and says, hey, I work like right there, can you come to me? All the books are in a bag, you close the trunk, you go up. And when we first launched this, I even told my people that were standing outside, get a ticket, I don't care, it's worth it. Sure. I launched these smart cars. A lady from the New York Post was walking in the street, she saw it, she realized what it is, she's like, oh my God, whose is this? So one of my agents that was working there gave her my contact info. She called me, she realized what was going on, she wrote a nice article about me. Then Fox and Friends read that article, and they called me. So then they brought me on their show the next day. And then, yeah, these outlets are like, yeah, once they get you on there, millions and millions of people see you. You've got to be very fortunate in order to get on there. You also obviously have to have a good story. And if they like you, they keep telling you to come back. So this happened maybe a bit over a year ago. And now I am Fox and Friends' official custom clothier. So if you guys watch Fox, there's a very good chance that all the suits that they're wearing are made by me. And just so you know, what Book a Tailor does, that every single suit has a red line over here. So if you ever see on Fox anyone wearing a red line, know that I made that suit. That's what we did. See, that was one of the agents standing outside the store. And the beauty of the car was that I could put it anywhere. So I went and found out places where our target audience was walking by, and I said, go put the car over there and just stand there, see what happens. And before you knew it, he had so many appointments, he didn't even know how to get to them. To the point where he calls me and he goes, dude, I don't even need the car anymore. Like I already have appointments, I know where I'm going. So I started with 2, and then I ordered 7 more like a month later. And then now I didn't do more just because we went into the winter, and then I realized on the winter the car model doesn't work as well because it's snowing and you can't have it out. But, so that's just in New York. But now in Miami I have a car. In Beverly Hills I have a car. In Dallas our franchise has 2 cars. In Washington there's a car. In Capitol Hill there's a car. In Virginia there's a car. So my franchise people, now if you buy a franchise, we require that you get at least 1 car. But based off my experience in my business is that you have to spend money on marketing and advertisement. The best dollar to spend is on the car because you get the most bang for your buck. You pay $150 a month. That means you need to sell one suit out of the car in order for it to break even. And this is a driving billboard that you can literally pick up and put anywhere you want. Literally anywhere you want. To the point where if I was really mean, I'd go outside of suit stores and just park the car over there and just wait. Because anyone walking into the suit store, if he doesn't see something he likes or if the price is too high or is not satisfied, he walks out, he bumps into one of us. At that point, it's up to the agent to close the deal or not. But if you put it in front of a lot of people's eyes, then word starts to spread, and then over time, you turn a profit from it. To turn a profit from this was very simple and easy.